Welcome back to Arcole High School Nancy Stiff Gymnasium. Chris Patton, Luke Johnson here with you on DouglasCountyDigest.com. Getting ready for the fourth quarter of the Class 1A Regional Championship game. Central A&M has a 9-point lead over Arthur Lovington. Reese 80 with it, a little give and go into the post, no good. Little jumping runner there by Andrew Bray, doesn't go down. 23, Caleb Schrock has it, dishes it to Tyler Schuring. Schuring drives and throws it over to the corner to Clayton Hahn. Hahn drives through the lane, gets it tipped away, but gets it right back. Schuring has it over to Jeremy Plank, and it's good! Jeremy Plank joining the three-point barrage. 44-38. Arthur Lovington trying to get back into this one with the long ball. Reese 80 wants to answer, it's short, and Clayton Hahn gets it. Arthur on the fast break, Schuring gets it back, throws it back. Another three-pointer, gonna go short. Loose ball, 2 men down on the floor, 3 and 4 down there now. Arthur gets it back. Caleb Schrock with it. Clayton Hahn gonna put up another one, off balance, but it goes down. Clayton Hahn with a leaner, brings his team within 3. An inspired fourth quarter effort by Arthur Lovington. Block shot, Arthur gets it back. We're gonna get a foul against Central A&M. Andrew Snyder came down on the leg of one of the Arthur players. I think it might have been Avery Schrock. And we have a fired up sea of red across from us. And Luke, Rob Smith gonna call a timeout for A&M. His team up double digits not all that long ago, now only up 3.
Yeah, that's a tough way to lose a large lead like that, giving up, what, 3 threes in a row? That's wow. That last 3, especially from Clayton Hahn, a little bit off balance, kind of tilted to the side. Still able to knock it down. They're feeling it right now. Subs off the bench. It's not the starters this time. It's the guys coming off the bench for Arthur that have brought them back into this game. Only down 3 now.
You beat me to that point. I was going to say, it's guys that aren't starters, but Arthur does play a lot of guys. Earlier in the year, they'd sub in 5 fresh guys at a time. So these are guys that have plenty of court time this year. They get in quite a bit, but they're really not known for their scoring. They kind of more for just kind of not turning the ball over and kind of run the offense, keeping things going. But Clayton Hahn, Jeremy Plank, and Avery Schrock, really, really doing their best. And then that's keyed the defense too.
Yeah, the defense has picked up, the rebounding's picked up. They need to continue with the energy and the excitement here, but not fall in love totally with that outside shot.
Roles have reversed in Arcola. Central A&M now the team on their heels. Arthur being the aggressor here. They break that press. Here we go for another 3. It's up and no good. Long rebound though, gathered up by Jeremy Plank. Clayton Hahn once more. Oh, it doesn't go down. And then we almost get it taken away. It goes out of bounds off of Arthur as they knocked it out of the hands of Curtis Ramsey.
Like I said, kind of falling in love with that 3-point shot now instead of probing the defense and looking for the best possible shot.
You wouldn't have said that though if it would have gone down.
Yeah,
like it almost did.
That's the coach from a couple years ago talking right now.
You can tell Luke has been a coach before, and I just kind of watch the games here. Foul against Tyler Schuring on a 3-point call there. Andrew Bray went to the deck. I think Tyler Schuring, based by the shrug of the shoulders there, thought there was some acting involved.
From up here, that's kind of what I like. Andrew Bray, he's a good player, he's an excellent shooter, but he looked like he had some pretty good acting lessons for that one.
Tyler Schuring with his 3rd foul. He got too early, but that's just his 3rd, so he's been pretty clean for a while there. Andrew Bray, though, if you're going to draw that foul, you got to make these shots. He misses the first one. 6:20 left to go in the game, 44-41. A&M leads. Misses the second. Andrew Bray has 5 points tonight. He's one of the guys that qualified for the 3-point shootout that's going to move on to the Danville Schlarman sectional. He has a 3 and he's got a 2, and there we go, a big hand for our backups there. Jeremy Plank and Caleb Schrock going to take a rest, and a hero's welcome to the bench. 3rd free throw is the one that goes down. So 1 of 3 after the foul on Tyler Schuring. Fast break, trying to get it ahead. Andrew Maxwell running the court. A&M knocks it away. It's going to remain with the Knights. Tyler Schuring and inbounds, calling out the play, relayed in by his dad, head coach Dale Schuring. Trying to find a man, finds Hahn for three, yes! Clayton Hahn has 9 points, all in the span of a couple minutes. 45-44, A&M leads by 1, 6 minutes left to go in the Class 1A Arcola Regional Championship. Drive to the basket, do we get a charge or a block? It's gonna be a blocking foul against Andrew Maxwell. Maxwell picks up his second. It's the team's 8th. Shooting 2 shots will be Spencer Garner. Spencer Garner has 8 tonight. Now he's got 9. I've got him for 1 for 3 from the free throw line. 46-44, A&M leads, just under 6 minutes left to go. Winner gets Salt Fork in the Danville-Schlarman sectional. Makes them both. Spencer Garner gets that lead back to 3 for A&M. Maxwell with it, trying to advance it. Curtis Plank gets across the timeline. Driving is Avery Schrock. Kicks it in the corner now with Curtis Plank. Long pass trying to find Hahn. He puts another one up. That was going to be short. Might have gotten hit. Maxwell, I thought, had it, but he was able to. Lost it. A&M took it away. Shot put up. Maxwell puts up a follow and gets fouled. Andrew Maxwell cleaning things up, and he's got a chance to tie this ball game from the free throw line.
And there's the man that's everywhere. His hustle and effort has kept Arthur in this ball game. And there he finishes off, has a chance to finish off the three-point play.
Foul goes against Alex Snyder, his 3rd, team's 4th. Maxwell with 10, and almost had 11, but it comes out. Rim being a little unkind. That's we had a 3 earlier that got almost down. Arthur about to take it away. Ramsey has it, gives it to 80, who floats it ahead. Snyder puts up a shot and makes it. How they retained possession on that and how they made it, I do not know, but it's a 3-point A&M lead. Curtis Plank with it now, gonna get a screen set by Hahn. Avery Schrock out top, guarded by 80. Into the corner for a 3, good! Curtis Plank getting back into the swing of things. We are tied at 49, out of bounds off of Arthur, pressuring and getting after Curtis Ramsey. And this gym has come alive, Luke.
Either way, whoever scores the basket, the one side or the other is just gonna erupt.
This regional has had electricity problems, we've had weather delays, but it is coming down to the last few minutes here in Arcola. The 1 and the 2 seed, just the way they drew it up. Reese 80 drives to the basket, puts it up, rolls around, no good. Who's gonna get the rebound? Arthur gets it. And I think we have some fans that want a travel called against Curtis Plank. Avery Schrock guarded by 80. He's gonna drive the lane, look for somebody to kick back to. Schuring has it drive, shakes off his defender, puts one up, no good, comes jumping in for the, for trying to get the rebound, almost gets a foul call, doesn't though. A&M has it now, Alex Snyder with it. We're at 49 all, and we're gonna get another timeout called by Rob Smith, Central A&M head coach. And there go the Arthur fans yet again, 4:07 left to go in, let's say, regulation. I don't want to say 4:07 left in the game because who knows what could happen. We're tied at 49.
I mean, it's been all about the 3 ball here in the 4th quarter, pretty much the second half. Arthur is just what's the words from our old video game from way back then? He's on fire. I mean, they're making it from everywhere now. The first half they made, I think, 1, maybe 2. They doubled that in the 3rd quarter. And starting with Clayton Hahn, he had 3 in a matter of minutes. And the defense just hasn't been reacting, getting out to the shooters, because I don't think the defense has been prepared for Arthur to make the 3s. They missed them all first half long. And now they're going to have to start buckling down and keep those 3s away. Central A&M here needs to get back to what they were doing in the first half and use their size and their strength, get down low, get a couple of baskets here if they want to gain the lead again and pull off this win.
I love a good NBA Jam reference. Thanks for that one, Luke. Yeah, like you said, early on, Curtis Plank had one early, and then he had the one from the volleyball line right at the buzzer, and that was it for 3-pointers from Arthur for quite a while. And then, you know, they were throwing them up in the third quarter when they weren't falling, and now all of a sudden they can barely miss. Curtis Ramsey has it. Let's see what he tries to do here. He gets that ball in the post. It doesn't come back out, and it usually goes in the hoop. He's going to drive, get some room in the lane. He gets hit pretty hard, and he's going to go to the deck, but he's also going to go to the free throw line.
And that's going to put Maxwell in foul trouble. Third.
Maxwell with his third, team's ninth.
He's one guy you don't want to see leave right now if you're Arthur.
No, you do not. Ramsey misses the first one.
But the fouls are paying off for him. Central A&M is not capitalizing from the free throw line.
I show that being Ramsey's first miss to the night. He was 3 for 3 from the line before that. Knocks down the second one, gives his team a 1-point lead, 50-49, 3:50 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Let's see what the Knights can draw up here. Curtis Plank has it. He's trying to break down Ramsey. Nice cutter, and then found in kind of a bad position. Instead he goes up, doesn't go down. Avery Schrock a little too far under the basket, tried everything he could do to get that up, just doesn't fall down. A&M has it now in the hands of Reese80, who dished it to Ramsey. Ramsey's gonna drive again. Kicks it off for a 3-pointer that does not go down. Battle for possession. Rebound goes to Curtis Plank. Andrew Bray tried to put up a 3, didn't go down. Arthur Lovington has it now with Caleb Schrock into the corner. Curtis Plank from 3, no good. Maxwell hits the deck trying to get the rebound. Alex Snyder takes it away for A&M. They move it down the floor. Spencer Garner. Ball kind of went up with no man's land for a little bit, but Reese80 has it. Gives it off to Ramsey. I know Ramsey would love to drive, but he passes to Alex Snyder, who's going to drive. Runs into his teammate, but we're going to get a foul against Arthur Lovington. And it's on Maxwell. Maxwell has 4, team's 10th.
That was a tough call.
I don't know if he just saw the contact and assumed it was on Maxwell, or
I mean, Maxwell was right there.
If he's saying Maxwell kind of nudged the players into each other.
He might have nudged him from behind a little bit, but he's just kind of in the wrong place at the wrong time right there.
Alex Snyder, though, well off with that one. Big night from the field for Alex Snyder, but he can't get that one to go down. Maxwell's going to head to the bench, 2:46 left to go. Kind of like a 5-guard lineup here for Arthur.
Yeah, have to go small.
Second shot for Snyder. Can he make it over the rumbling of the feet? He does. Very noisy bleachers here in Arcola when you're stomping on them. 51-49, 2:45 left to go. A&M has a 2-point lead over the number 2 seed, Arthur Lovington, and we're getting a foul against Alex Snyder away from the ball. That's his 4th. Only the 5th on A&M though, so no free throws or anything like that for Arthur Lovington. But an away from the ball foul called. Schuring got it in. Shot goes up, doesn't go down though. But Avery Schrock will go to the free throw line. Just nice little easy pass in, just right there to his guy.
And then they need to capitalize on these free throws. Free throws are going to be the question here towards the end of the game with a close game like this.
Spencer Garner with the foul for A&M. Avery Schrock has 4 points tonight. He makes the first free throw. 51-50 with the chance to tie it with 2:38 left to go. Sophomore guard Avery Schrock makes 2. No problem for him. We're all tied up at 51. And there's a steal and a turnover. Shot goes up. It goes in and a foul. Oh my goodness, Curtis Plank. Falling to the ground, Curtis Plank throws it up. It goes down. Arthur Lovington has the lead for the first time in a long time.
And there's the full court pressure from Arthur's defense. Created a turnover. A good finish by Curtis Plank, going up strong.
Yeah, I think he just wanted to throw that, so he was in the act of shooting. And he did a nice job getting it up there because it went down. Foul against number 10, Curtis Ramsey. His first, team 7th. Free throw doesn't go down though. A&M has it. Ramsey advances. See what A&M decides to do here. Reese 80 with it out top. Guarded by Curtis Plank. 80's gonna take it, backs his man off. He fights it up and gets it to go down. Reese 80 fights through a little contact on the arm from Curtis Plank. We're tied at 53. Just about 2 minutes left to go. Plank has it, guarded by Ramsey. Curtis on Curtis as it's been much of the night. Oh, 80 knocks down Plank as he tries to take it away.
Reese 80 is all or nothing.
That's his fourth. His fourth. Team's 8. We got going to the free throw line. It's Curtis Plank. Caleb Schrott going to take a seat. Andrew Maxwell back in. 10 points and 4 fouls for Andrew Maxwell. Big shot here, goes down. Plank will get another free throw, but more importantly, he has just given his team a 1-point lead. 1:51 left to go in the fourth. 54-53, Arthur Lovington. Second one is good as well. 2-point Arthur Lovington lead, 55-53.
You want to play good, solid defense with your hands out. No bad fouls here.
Clayton Hahn tried to sneak around and tip it away from behind there. Backing it down, they get it in the lane with Alex Snyder. He loses it, and it's going to go out of bounds, but it's going to stay with Central A&M. Like you said, you got to play defense with the feet, not the hands, because any foul on Arthur Lovington is going to give 2 shots to A&M. Ramsey to inbound. Throws it into the corner. Nice shot fake. Shot goes up and goes down. Andrew Bray with a nice long 2. Ties this game up again. It's 55 all. 1:22 left to go in the fourth. Tyler Schuring with it. Over to Curtis Plank. Clayton Hahn has it now. Minute 10 on the clock. Curtis Plank has it. If you're Arthur, when do you decide on kind of pulling this trigger here?
You got to look for the best possible shot you can get out of whatever you're running.
Driving a trap. Here we go. 3-pointer. Schuring, no good. Alex Snyder gets it. They're going to put it ahead to 80, who was hanging back. 80 misses his shot. Rebound, though, goes to Alex Snyder. 57-55. It's a 2-point A&M lead. Here we go, driving to the basket, but then pulling it back is Curtis Plank. Clayton Hahn has it. Arthur's gonna reset things. Avery Schrock now to Curtis Plank. 57-55, 30 seconds left. A&M back in front by 2. Maxwell gonna set a screen, cut through the lane, lays it up and good! Andrew Maxwell has been big time tonight, does it yet again. 20 seconds left to go, and we're tied up at 57. A&M gets it across the line. Alex Snyder has it, and we're going to get a timeout called by Central A&M. It's 57 all with 11.3 seconds left to go in the fourth.
Now Central A&M is going to go to the basket with this. They haven't done anything else very much other than trying to prove their dominance in the post, going to the basket, making layups. It's exactly where this ball is going to go. If it stays to the outside, I'll be really shocked. And Arthur, you just got, like you said before, it's got to be defense with your feet, with your hands straight up in the air. You don't need any silly fouls, but you don't want to give up any gimmies. You want to make them earn it from the free throw line if it comes to that.
I could see maybe Curtis Ramsey trying to get to the basket if he's met with some, defense there, met with some opposition, maybe kicking it back out. That's where I could see it going back out.
I would say the only guy you don't want shooting from Central A&M right now is Andrew Bray, who's been a consistent shooter from the outside. He's also been the only one really open from the outside so far. I mean, they have other good shooters, but he's been the only one up to this point that I've seen make a few in a row. So it'll be interesting here. This is exactly what we tailed it up to be.
Right down to the wire, the 1 and the 2 seed here in the Arcola Regional. Inbounding for A&M is Andrew Bray.
Keep it all away from the basket.
try and screen to get Ramsey open. He goes into the backcourt to get it. 10 seconds left to go. Guarded by Avery Schrock. Ramsey's going to try and do it here. He's driving and gets a pretty easy look. It goes down for Curtis Ramsey. Now time is off the clock, but I think we got to put some back on. It's not going to be much if it's anything. Having the rest. It's 59-57 A&M right now. Dale Schuring called a timeout. We're going to see how much is put back on.
He definitely got the timeout in before time expired.
Yeah. Rob Smith there. Rob Smith, Mark Ramsey out there. Head coach and assistant coaches for A&M talking to the officials, trying to figure out what it's going to be. Well, they did kind of what we thought they'd do. Ramsey went to the basket.
Went to the basket. They've been consistent with that. Like I said, all game long, it's just been going to the basket, get into the post, playing tough.
2 seconds is up there now. Let's see if they take it back any more than that. I think it was about 2 when the ball went through. Is kind of the best look that I got. I mean,
it was tough for me to see. I was looking down at the far end there, and then when the ball went in, everybody stood up and blocked the clock.
You're watching the play, but then out of the corner of your eye, we're also trying to see the score. Arthur's going to have to go the length of the floor in 2 seconds. I
thought Coach Schuring was up calling timeout as the ball was up in the air. So, I mean, it's just whenever the referee blew the whistle, and it's hard to tell when.
All right, Siegmiller's going to inbound. Maxwell, Hahn, Curtis Plank. Remember Tyler Schuring down here along the baseline.
And he can run the baseline.
He can run the baseline because the shot went down. Maxwell guarded by big 6'6" Logan Long. There's the shot. He gets it. Do we get it off? He gets it up. It's good! It's good! Clayton Hahn with a three-pointer that goes down. Clayton Hahn has 12 points, all on three-pointers in the second half. And your Class 1A Arcola Regional Champions are the Arthur Lovington Knights. The referees have signaled it good. There's no video to go review. This isn't the NCAA where they're going to go take a look at it.
Correct.
Evan Siegmiller throws it basically 3/4 of the court length to Tyler Schuring, who is running the baseline down at the opposite end. Tyler Schuring's the quarterback. You'd think maybe he'd be the guy making that pass. But instead, he goes out jumps his defender, and flips it right back to Clayton Hahn. It's kind of like, if you remember the Valpo play from the NCAA tournament, probably 98.
That's exactly what it looked like, too.
And it goes down. This game is over, and it is 60-59. Arthur Lovington defeats Central A&M on a three-pointer at the buzzer. Wow. There aren't a lot of words to describe this game other than what you've already seen. It was back and forth the whole time. Arthur was down by, I think, at most they were down by 7, I believe. Oh no, they were down 10 double
at
digits.
one point.
I think got even 11.
11 at one point, and they came back in the second half. The three ball started falling for him. Clayton Hahn came off the bench, just unconscious from behind the arc. 3 threes at one point in a row, and then the game-winning three-pointer at the buzzer. Incredible. That was tough. Tough for Central A&M. They battled really hard all game long. I feel bad for Central A&M because they worked really hard. They were consistent. They ran their offense to a T, what they wanted to do.
We're getting the plaque presentation as it goes to Arthur Lovington. They got some of the seniors out there and some of the folks involved with the program. That was that big roar that just went up there. Like I said, I mean, that is a heartbreaker right there. If you're Central A&M, you're behind early. You got back ahead. It was mostly in the 4-point range for a while, and then you get it ahead, get it into double digits. And then just a wild three-point rally, puts you behind even a little bit. But then you get a point where Curtis Ramsey gets it and scores, and all the time runs off the clock. But we figured some would come back on. 2 seconds. It's not much to get the length of the basketball floor. No. But Arthur was able to pull it off.
Yeah, it's amazing. That tops all the games we've done so far. It's been a great game.
It's our second buzzer beater. Martinsville beat Villa Grove on a buzzer beater earlier this year, but not near this level of circumstance.
Right. The LVC tournament, when Heritage played Arthur, they put the buzzer beater to go into overtime and eventually win that game. That was a close game as well. But yeah, I mean, there could have been some little things that Central A&M might have done or switched up. They needed to. Their defense might have clamped down a little bit better on the perimeter shooters after they made a couple in a row. Other than that, it's hard to do that in a 2-3 zone when they're throwing skip passes like that across the zone. The recovery time, because in a zone when you're on the opposite side, you rotate down into the middle of the lane to keep them from driving into the middle, and then you have to sprint back out to defend the three-point shot, which is really hard to do when the ball's skipped across the whole entire floor.
All right, scoring totals for A&M. Alex Snyder, he had 17. Curtis Ramsey had 16, and I thought for a second there maybe he had the game winner. He did not, though. 10 points for Spencer Gardner, 8 for Andrew Gray, 4 for Reese 80, and 4 for Trenton Chapin. For the victorious Arthur Lovington Knights, Curtis Plank led the way with 18. Andrew Maxwell had 12. Clayton Hahn had 12, including that three-pointer at the buzzer. Where else do we got? Nick Martina with 6, Avery Schrock with 5, Evan Siegmiller with 4, and Jeremy Plank with 3. And that brings us to our final score of 60-59. Arthur Lovington advances to the Danville Schlarman sectional, Class 1A sectional. They will play Salt Fork at 7:30 on Wednesday, this upcoming Wednesday. And that's I don't know how you top that one. I guess it's
I guess we'll find out.
I guess
we'll see how they play Salt Fork.
I guess it's good they got a few days off, but this because of the power outage on Monday, the first game here, and then the snowstorm on Thursday, this was played on Saturday, played a day later. So I guess good things come to those who wait, they say. And to the Arthur Lovington Knights, the Arcola Class 1A Regional Championship will go to them. Wow. All right, we're all going to catch our breath here, but thank you for watching the Game of the Week on DouglasCountyDigest.com.